Hey there YouTube, welcome back to a little impromptu troop review video. I had the postman come this morning. He brought me two one sizable package and one little tiny one. So if we cut down to the desk, I'll show you what he brought me. See you in a second. Okay, we're down to the desk here. Now this is actually a couple of days ahead of when I first recorded that little intro, because I've had to do like 5 retakes of this video. I just can't nail it down to a time that I'm happy with. So here goes take 6. So basically, what did I get? So in the bigger box, I got this whole heap of stuff from Perry's. Just zoom or move the camera up a little bit. So there you go. You can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes in total. Now this is going to be broken down quite easily because this section here is a unit of cavalry, and these two here are 2 boxes of higher command that will be used. Some of them will be used in this particular project I'm doing, but others will be utilised in the project after. So let's just give you a quick look at what I've got. So basically in these boxes here we have a regiment of British Heavy Dragoons that I need for my Household Cavalry division. These guys are going to become the first King's Dragoons, and we have, I think there's a total of 3 poses, a commander box, which is this one, and then 2 boxes of galloping with swords raised, and 1 box of sabres on the shoulder galloping. So that's the sort of the poses. I'll give you a quick. I won't give you a look at all of them because obviously you'll see them when they're painted. But just to give you a little taste of what they're like, here are the command group. So there's the bugler with a little bit of a bent bugle there. The NCO, I think this guy's supposed to be, and the officer. So they'll look great, and some really nice looking horses. So looking forward to doing those at some point. You know me, I always like to try and get stuff in advance, so that if I feel like painting something, I've already got it in hand. And that's more or less what I try to do. Like every month I try and get in as much stuff as I possibly can, so that I can just, you know, nothing stops me basically. There's nothing I hate more than finishing a battalion and then finding I haven't got enough stands, or that I've run out of flock, or I've run out of tufts and stuff. I know that sometimes happens and you can't control it, but it's one of my pet peeves, and I'm really not a big fan of it. So I'll try my best to try and stop that from happening. So we now go to the command boxes, and straight up we have the British Major Generals pack, of which I think you get what is it, Halkett, Camp and Pack, is it? Pack, yeah, that's right. Now my plans for these guys is, obviously there's a lack of British higher command figures around, especially sort of brigade commanders, and stuff like that. And basically what I'm planning on doing is this guy here is going to become my brigade commander of my guards division when I do that. And I think Camp, I don't know, I'm pretty sure that one of these guys is the commander of one of my divisions in my my 5th Infantry Brigade, so I might well have to perhaps swap figures around. But anyway, I've got 2 extra figures if I need them. I know I don't really need the guys as the figures that they're actually meant to be, because these guys come from quite odd and randomised divisions. But that's those, so I'm pretty chuffed to have some British command in. I do plan on doing a little bit of an overhaul on all my command figures at some point. So here's the second box, and this is French, and this is to do with my 5th Cavalry Brigade. Is it the 5th? No, the 11th. I keep forgetting. 11th, yes, 11th. So my 11th Cavalry Division, as I've mentioned many times before, it's the one with the 2 units of Cuirassiers and the 1 unit of Dragoons, and I just need another unit of Dragoons and some artillery and a commander to finish them. Now this pack I plan on using one of the figures to be the brigade commander for that particular division. I'm probably going to use this guy. I think he's meant to be Hemier or Hermier, but I thought I've picked him because he's the least extravagant of the 3. And these last 2 that are left, we have actually Kellerman, who is actually the division commander for the 3rd Reserve Cavalry Corps, which the 11th are part of. So the 11th, I keep forgetting all the time. 11th, that's right, yeah. I keep getting mixed up because the 11th Cuirassiers are in the 11th Cavalry Division. It always confuses me. And the last guy is Milord, and he's got quite an extravagantly decorated cuirass as well. So I thought this guy is not really brigade commander material, where this guy with the plain one could probably get away with it. So that is all the stuff that I got from Perry's. I think my next purchase is probably going to be from Front Rank. I've kind of already got my wish list sorted out and saved, so that when I actually come to ordering that, which will probably be in a few weeks' time, I can actually just go straight in and order it. So my second little box here, now this is kind of a little impromptu buy, this particular pack. As you can see, it's from Calpe. Now, as much as I love Calpe, they only do French infantry, so obviously doing Imperial Guard, there's no real point to getting some. But I went to their website. I was always after this pack of mounted officers that they did, and for a long time they disappeared from the website. And when I went back and checked about 3 or 4 weeks ago, they'd reappeared. So sometime not last week, the week before, because they took a week to come, I actually just went there on an impromptu visit, and I saw that they had them, so I picked them up. And then also while I was there, I found another little set that took my fancy, so I picked that up too. And also, just by fluke, I found that they did Fanion points, 1815 ones, so I picked up a couple of packs of those, and I've actually swapped them over with the spear points on my Imperial Guard. So when I show you my finished battalion, which you can see I'm actually working on here, I've already done 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 of them so far. So here, this will be another 5. You'll actually see these on the Fanion points, and I've got to say they look pretty cool. Because I've already put them onto all the units already. So let's show you what I got then. So, like I say, this is basically just 4 mounted infantry officers. I thought these guys could be quite good to be sort of brigade commanders and stuff. So we have 4 really beautiful horses. I've already checked them for size against Front Rank, and they're more or less exactly spot on the same size as Front Rank, which also means that they're the same size as Elite Miniatures too. Although the Elite Miniatures horses do seem to be a little bit malnourished in comparison to the Front Rank and these horses, and the fact that they're just a little bit, if you look at them from the top, this is like quite a nice healthy horse, where the Elite Miniatures ones seem to be a little bit on the slightly malnourished side. When you look at them from the top, they seem to be a little bit thinner on the flanks and stuff, but other than that, they're exactly the same size. So 4 beautiful horses, and apart from perhaps needing a little bit of a file on the bottom of the bases, they're absolutely flash free. And then obviously with those you get 4 riders. So let's just show you these guys. So we have this guy here. You can just absolutely amazing crisp sculpts with their Calpe. They never cease to amaze me. I mean, you don't even have to look hard to see the detail. It's pretty damn amazing, actually. Let me have a go with his sword raised. Go with his shaker raised. Oops, hit the camera there. And finally, one with his sabre or sword shouldered. There we go. So a really nice pack of mounted officers there. And like I say, I'm not going to be using these guys for a while. They're for my sort of next project after the one that I'm doing, which is probably going to go on for a fair while yet. I mean, I'm getting quite near to finishing my Imperial Guard division. I've started my Household Cavalry, and then at some point I'll be starting my Guards division too. Now the second thing that I've got here I just came across it by fluke. I didn't even know they did it. This is actually down as I think it's actually called a brigade command. It's basically 2 horses and 2 mounted figures, and a kind of a preset diorama. So I'm not sure which horse is for which actual guy. I mean, this guy, there you go. So that's him on his horse, and him. I guess maybe it's supposed to be like that, and then you have these 2 figures on foot. So you have a normal trooper standing to attention, and then you have I'm not 100% sure if this guy is an officer or some kind of really high ranked NCO, maybe like a sort of a warrant officer, or maybe like the highest ranked NCO in the battalion, because he's kind of more or less wearing an officer's uniform, but he had that sort of blade looks very much like a sort of NCO blade. So I'm thinking that perhaps he's like the highest ranked NCO within a battalion. I'm not sure that would be the colour sergeant. No, it wouldn't be colour sergeant. That's a very British thing. But sort of like I don't know, sergeant chef or something. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, that's what I think. He's either some sort of maybe a captain or something like that, or like I say, alternatively, I think he's supposed to be some kind of high-ranked NCO because of his sort of pace stick here. Unless, of course, it's a walking cane. I'm not 100% sure. It could be a cane. But it'd be pretty odd for somebody of a sort of a captain or a major's rank to be carrying around a walking cane, which makes me think it's some kind of high-ranking NCO, but I'm not sure. I guess you can just make him whatever you want, but it's all the same. He's, I guess you can put him like here or something, with a guard to the side. You kind of got like a nice little brigade command base, or maybe even higher than that. Either way, it's a really cool little set, and well, as soon as I saw it, I had to just pick it up, just because I just love Calpe stuff, and like I say, I've really kind of got no use for them in this particular project I'm doing. I do definitely plan on picking up more, at least another Calpe battalion at some point in my next project after this, which will be a sort of going back to my 3rd Corps and filling out some of the extra battalions within that. So that is the end of this little troop review. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm pretty chuffed to have lots of stuff in to keep me going. Obviously the Calpe stuff is not really going to be used for a while. But obviously the dragoons are going to be used fairly soon, and the command figures will get used at some point. Like I say, I'm already a fair way through my next battalion. Hopefully, if I'm lucky, I could probably finish these guys by maybe Wednesday or Thursday of this week. And then of course I'll slap a video up of those guys when they're done. So until next time, I'll catch you all later. Bye bye.